Have you ever wondered that in our vast world there is an amazing place where even our smaller brothers, animals, are under the most reliable protection and care, where the oldest women can go without visiting a doctor for decades, and where modern infrastructure gracefully intertwines with ancient history, creating a unique harmony? Imagine a country where a metro line elegantly cuts through the ruins of ancient Rome, over 2,000 years old, serving as a bridge between the past and the present, connecting eras in a single rhythm. Welcome to Bulgaria, a land rich in legends, abundant in cultural heritage, and full of mysteries that captivate the imagination of anyone willing to explore this corner of Europe. This place is not just a picturesque region where landscapes shift from green hills to majestic mountains, like a painting crafted by a master artist. Here in the expanses of Bulgaria, many natural and cultural treasures have been preserved, considered among the most abundant and valuable on the entire planet. In summer, the sun, like a gentle Mediterranean giant, generously illuminates these lands, heating the air to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. In winter, the country transforms into a fairy tale land covered with a snowy blanket, making it an ideal destination for skiing enthusiasts, as its slopes and trails are worthy of the highest praise. Despite this, Bulgaria's climate remains quite mild and pleasant, allowing for leisurely walks along scenic trails and cozy corners of nature year-round. Interestingly, the name Bulgaria has remained unchanged since it was first recorded in 681 AD, a testament to its ancient history and continuous cultural tradition, carefully passed down from generation to generation. Thanks to this consistency, the country boasts one of the oldest names among all nations, used uninterrupted for over 1,500 years. As of 2025, Bulgaria's population exceeds 6.7 million residents, reflecting the stability and development of this remarkable country. Bulgaria is not just a point on the map, but a true treasure trove of historical, cultural, and natural riches. In this land live people whose lives are imbued with a millennia-old history and whose traditions and customs have been preserved since ancient times, despite all the changes of eras. It is here that legends were born, celebrated for centuries, and works of art created that evoke genuine interest and respect among researchers and travelers from around the world. This country is not just a place on the map, but a living organism filled with mysteries and wonders that one continually desires to uncover again and again. Few people know that during the Middle Ages, the Bulgarian Empire held the second position in strength and influence among European states, second only to the mighty Byzantine Empire. At that time, Bulgaria was not just a large nation, but a significant political power with a rich history and cultural distinctiveness. The official language of this state was Bulgarian, spoken and written by its people, using the Cyrillic alphabet, identical to that used in the Russian language. However, Bulgarian culture has a curious peculiarity that makes it especially recognizable and memorable for those encountering its traditions for the first time. Bulgarians, when expressing negation, nod their heads affirmatively, and to show agreement, they shake their heads negatively. This unique gestural distinction, rooted in ancient cultural traditions, has left and continues to leave a lasting impression on tourists and visitors. Such an unusual gesture is not merely a manifestation of national characteristic, but part of a rich cultural heritage that makes Bulgaria unique and unforgettable. Ranked 7th among Bulgarian traditions is the famous Bulgarian folk dance known as horo. This dance is not just a series of movements performed to a rhythm, it is a living embodiment of folk unity and solidarity, passed down from generation to generation. Its foundation is an ancient circular ritual that unites people who, even without knowing each other, can become part of one large community simply by reaching out to the person next to them and taking a few rhythmic steps. It is not necessary to know all the participants. Just step into the circle, and you are already part of it. This dance is not merely entertainment, it is a symbol of folk culture, connection, and unity. However, horo is far from a simple, familiar dance move. It immerses participants in a complex and multifaceted musical world based on specific time signatures, 7/8, 9/8, and 11/8. To outsiders, these rhythms may seem almost incomprehensible, akin to trying to drive a manual car using only the left foot. But once a person feels the rhythm and begins to follow its pulsation, Stopping becomes impossible. Movement becomes a natural extension of an internal sense of time and space. Each regional variation of the dance has its own unique feature, making the dance even more lively and diverse. For example, in the Shopska region, this version of horo resembles gentle waves softly rolling over hills, creating a sense of natural harmony. Meanwhile, in other regions, such as Dunoshka, horo transforms into a powerful flow of energy, like a strong Balkan espresso. Along the banks of the majestic Danube, this dance acquires a special, almost symphonic sophistication, reflecting the richness and depth of traditional culture. In their performances, men sometimes appear as if engaged in a ritual, like warriors performing a divine ceremony, while their movements convey grace and confidence. From elderly grandmothers to young women confidently walking in heels at weddings, all are united by a bright and lively tradition. This is not just a folk dance, but a symbol of national identity, recognized by UNESCO and designated as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Does your country have its own traditional dance? Perhaps its name or a particular element is something unique. Share it and let the world see the beauty of national culture in motion. Rank 13th in importance is the image of Bulgarian women, like goddesses of Eastern Europe. Their beauty often becomes one of the most vivid impressions left by Bulgaria on travelers and visitors. Bulgarian women are frequently considered some of the most attractive in Europe. Their appearance is an astonishing blend of Mediterranean warmth and the refined grace characteristic of Slavic peoples. Deep within the Rhodope Mountains, sometimes called the last refuge of tradition, Bulgarian women proudly showcase their unique embroidered costumes at national festivals. These garments feature intricate patterns that require high skill and patience, often taking weeks or even months of meticulous work to create. Embroidery on Bulgarian dresses is not merely decoration, but a whole culture embedded with traditional symbols, talismans, and historical motifs. Not every modern machine can replicate such delicate and complex patterns, as mastery and artistic taste play a crucial role. The confidence and elegance radiated by these women evoke genuine admiration far beyond Bulgaria's borders. Their grace and natural elegance remain memorable and inspire many. Moreover, these traditional costumes and images have left a significant mark on the country's history. For example, one prominent figure is Reina Kasabova, who in the year 1200 became the first female pilot in Europe, demonstrating the strength and courage of Bulgarian women. In 1990, Bulgaria elected its first female prime minister in Eastern Europe, marking an important historical milestone. Undoubtedly, many Bulgarian women remain open to love without borders, their hearts filled with friendliness, sociability, and genuine interest in Western culture. Many have built happy families abroad, taking advantage of globalization opportunities such as dating websites and other modern platforms. If you're interested in learning more about this, you can leave a comment with the number 8 or 12, and I will tell you more. The story of the Bulgarian village Etir transports us into a fairy tale atmosphere, as if from the pages of the 19th century. Just 8 kilometers separate Gabrovo from this amazing corner, which is about a 10-minute drive by car. As a result, we find ourselves in a charming open-air museum where history and culture come alive right before our eyes. Etir is not just an ordinary Bulgarian village, but a carefully recreated model of life in Bulgaria during the 15th and 16th centuries, where every element harmoniously fits into the historical context. Founded in 1964, this ethnographic complex became the first of its kind in the country and the only open-air museum of its kind. Here, more than 50 traditional structures have been preserved: residential houses, blacksmith shops, bakeries, and tea houses, built from wood, stone, and clay using techniques over 100 years old. The main feature of this place is an operational system of water wheels driven by mountain streams. These wheels enable the mills, oil presses, and sawmills to operate just as they did 2 centuries ago, in an autonomous mode. This approach creates a unique opportunity to observe artisans who craft genuine masterpieces from wood, clay, and glass with their own hands. Visitors can not only admire their craftsmanship, but also try their hand at traditional crafts, as Etir allows everyone to participate in the process. It is definitely worth tasting fresh-baked goods, homemade yogurt, or delicious honey pastries, all prepared on site in the traditional manner. Each house in this village is like a time capsule, immersing you in Bulgaria's rich heritage and allowing you to experience the atmosphere of the past in all its fullness and beauty. The story of the Ribnova village transports us to one of the most picturesque corners of the Balkans. At an altitude of over 115 meters above sea level, in the mountainous region of southwestern Bulgaria. This place is renowned not only for its natural beauty, but also for the remarkable longevity of its inhabitants. According to local statistics, a third of the population of this settlement has already crossed the 80-year mark, maintaining vitality and excellent health. In this context, special attention is deserved by the organization European Healthy Living, which has awarded Ribnova the status of a longevity zone. The greatness and richness of traditional life, preserved by people in small villages and hamlets, manifest in many details of their everyday life and habits. For example, in Ribnova, a small settlement, residents end their day every evening by enjoying a small but very meaningful ritual. They finish half a glass of red wine, which has become an integral part of their evening routine. Most homes in this area produce homemade wine from wild mountain grapes growing on the slopes, making the drink special and unique. This elixir is not just an alcoholic beverage, it is a natural potion of youth, the secret of which is passed down from generation to generation. It does not contain any artificial additives or preservatives, only pure wine and a respect for traditions. To maintain health and good spirits, residents regularly take walks around the area, enjoying the fresh air and natural beauty. Life in Ribnoi is an example of deep self-sufficiency and harmony with nature. In this region, there is hardly any place for modern urban conveniences such as supermarkets or traffic jams. Instead, one can see an abundance of homemade products, fresh vegetables lovingly grown in personal gardens, fragrant and fresh bread baked by local bakers, and, of course, traditional homemade wine passed down through generations. These simple pleasures create a unique atmosphere of coziness and tranquility. Women living in this region have practiced embroidery for many years, creating magnificent wedding dresses based on ancient patterns handed down through inheritance. Their craft is not just a skill, but a living continuation of centuries-old traditions. Each embroidered piece is part of their family's history and culture. Children from an early age learn not just one but several languages, most often two, sometimes four, to communicate freely and read ancient folk poetry, preserving the richness of their cultural heritage. Interestingly, even at the venerable age of 92, men in this region do not lose their activity and energy. They willingly participate in folk festivities, dance in circle dances, enjoying movement and society. Their vitality and vigor confirm that health and longevity are not accidental, but the result of a lifestyle rooted in traditions, movement, and harmony with nature. The World Health Organization has included Bulgaria among the top 5 European countries with the highest concentration of centenarians who have surpassed the 100-year mark. Ribnoi is a vivid testament to this. This place serves as a living example of how culture, way of life, and natural conditions contribute to longevity and quality of life. Are you ready to spend at least 1 week in this unique place to experience its traditions and atmosphere? If so, think of the number 4, and it will become your symbol for this journey. Now let's move a little further south to Bulgaria, a country famous for one of the most mysterious and unusual festivals in the world. It is the homeland of a unique tradition of matchmaking, which is not a myth, but a living part of cultural heritage. Every spring, near the village of Mogola, located close to the town of Staro Zagora, an ancient Romani festival takes place, astonishing with its scale and brightness. This festival dates back to the Ottoman Empire era and still preserves its authenticity, passed down from generation to generation. It lives and develops, maintaining its original essence. The festival is held 4 times a year, on Saturdays that fall during Easter or on St. George's Day. It is not just a celebration, but an opportunity for Roma families to showcase their daughters to potential suitors, presenting them to the world in the most vivid and striking images. At the heart of this event is a colorful, open-air fashion show. Young girls dressed in shimmering gowns adorned with the amount of money that can reach several $1,000s depends on many different factors and circumstances. However, among all the nuances related to this issue, There is one particularly interesting point that often goes unnoticed. The final decision regarding the choice of a future husband or wife is often made not by the prospective spouse themselves, but by their future mother-in-law. She acts as a kind of judge and critic, evaluating the merits and flaws of the young bride, communicating with her parents, and based on her considerations, initiating the matchmaking process. This process cannot be called a simple market of wedding proposals. It is much more vibrant and rich. It is a genuine cultural and spiritual tradition, a vivid expression of Romani culture, where love, ancient customs, and unique national identity intertwine on a colorful, lively stage. In this diversity of traditions and customs, each element and detail holds special significance, creating a distinctive atmosphere. If you would like to attend such a festival held in Bulgaria, which is a bright manifestation of this rich culture, write the number 9 in the comments if your answer is yes and you wish to visit, or the number 10 if you would prefer to simply observe from the sidelines without participating directly. These festivals are not only celebrations of tradition, but also an opportunity to touch living history, feel the atmosphere of deep antiquity, and experience genuine folk joy. Now let's move to one of the most famous and mysterious corners of Bulgaria, the place where the legendary Baba Vanga lived, revered worldwide as one of the greatest prophets. This woman, who became a symbol of foresight and mysticism, resided in a quiet, volcanic region of southern Bulgaria, where hot springs burst from the earth and small, lively sparrows build nests outside her windows. It is here, in this extraordinary corner of nature, that a fateful story unfolded about a woman who changed the perception of destiny's predetermination for millions of people. Baba Vanga was a blind fortune teller who lost her sight at the age of 12 under mysterious circumstances during a strong sandstorm. She was told that this event was connected to the extraordinary power of natural elements, which forever changed her life. However, Vanga herself claimed that her blindness became the key to developing a unique ability to see what is hidden from ordinary eyes. Her inner vision allowed her to penetrate the deepest parts of the future, and it was this that made her prophecies truly special. After the tragic loss of her sight, she began to predict future events, initially only for the local residents in her vicinity, but soon her predictions gained international significance. Baba Vanga forecasted such major events as Princess Diana's death, the terrorist attacks of September 11th, and even the sinking of the submarine Kursk. Surprisingly, despite speaking exclusively in Bulgarian and using one of the Macedonian dialects, her prophecies spread worldwide. People from over 30 countries, including well-known politicians and celebrities seeking her wise counsel, traveled to see her. At the same time, Baba Vanga led a very modest life. She grew her own vegetables, raised chickens, and greeted her visitors with simple offerings of fresh fruits and flowers. Behind this modesty lay incredible depth, more than 1,000 documented prophecies covering events up to the 11th century. Whether her visions were divine revelations or manifestations of extraordinary intuition remains a mystery to scientists and researchers to this day. However, without a doubt, Baba Vanga managed to make the entire world listen to her voice, all without raising it. Her predictions still resonate today. Bulgaria is a country that holds within its depths a wealth of cultural and historical treasures, deserving special attention. Despite its small size, this nation boasts numerous unique monuments and attractions recognized by the global community and included in UNESCO's World Heritage List. This status attests to their enduring value and uniqueness, making Bulgaria one of the most culturally rich countries in Eastern Europe. Among these treasures, the famous Rila Monastery stands out as the spiritual heart of Bulgaria. Located high in the mountains, away from the noise of cities and the hustle of modern life, it rises more than 1,000 meters above sea level, as if guarding the secrets of ancient times and the spiritual traditions of the people. The Rila Monastery is not just an architectural marvel, it is a symbol of spiritual strength in the country's cultural heritage. Its walls are imbued with history, housing rare manuscripts, religious relics, and icons created by masters of past eras. Founded in the 14th century, it has served as a center of spiritual life and a pilgrimage site for many believers and tourists eager to touch the sacred history. The majestic walls, decorated with frescoes and ornaments, create an atmosphere of stepping back into the medieval era, and everyone who visits feels the breath of antiquity permeating the entire space. But Bulgaria is not only about sacred sites and ancient monasteries. It is a country where every place is imbued with a special charm, and its landscapes seem created for contemplation and harmony with the soul. For example, picturesque mountain peaks covered with greenery and blooming fields entice travelers seeking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life and immerse themselves in the silence of nature. In such places, one can sit on a stone or a bench, hold a cup of fragrant coffee, and simply observe the life around, allowing events to unfold before the eyes like a meditative painting. This way of experiencing Bulgaria is the most sincere and genuine, as it allows one to feel its living soul through simple contemplation. A special place in the country's cultural life is occupied by folk music, the gadulka. This ancient folk instrument, a symbol of Bulgarian musical tradition, is often compared to the guitar in Spain or the violin in Italy. Unlike the sharp and piercing sounds of the Scandinavian bagpipe, the Bulgarian gadulka produces a soft, deep, and enveloping sound, reminiscent of rustling leaves or the voice of the land itself. Its tone can transport listeners to a special world, filling the heart with calm and serenity. Particularly popular among folk music enthusiasts is the so-called kabagaita, an instrument nearly a meter long, equipped with a large horn. Legends say that its melodies can soothe a wild beast and enchant even the most discerning listeners. No rural wedding celebration is complete without the sounds of the gadulka. It accompanies ceremonies, blessing and protecting the new union, creating an atmosphere of solemnity and joy. Bulgaria has a whole school of mastery in playing the gadulka, where talented young musicians have been learning its secrets and traditions from an early age. Every summer, a colorful festival is held in the village of Gela, attracting hundreds of musicians and folk music enthusiasts from all over the country and even beyond. The sound of the gadulka fills the air, creating an atmosphere of unity and joy. These ancient melodies are not limited to national borders. They can also be heard on prestigious international stages. From the Serbian Exit Festival to the Brussels Balkantrance Festival, each features ancient motifs intertwined with modern rhythms, opening new horizons for listeners and offering a chance to experience the richness of Bulgaria, a country rich in history, culture, and natural wonders, which can be endlessly told about. This small but remarkable region is famous for its unique crafts, among which the finest wood carving, executed by masters with impeccable skill and patience, stands out, as well as vibrant frescoes that adorn ancient temples and buildings, creating an atmosphere of bygone eras. Local libraries house over 250 ancient manuscripts, among which texts related to Tuxumbex are especially valuable, one of the most important cultural and historical heritages of the region. Near Sofia is the Banja Church, built in the 10th century, whose walls are decorated with frescoes created in 1099, and these images are striking in their realism. The faces vividly convey mood and character, so the church is rightly considered a medieval portrait gallery carved from stone, attracting many art and history enthusiasts. For those who especially appreciate pristine nature and wish to immerse themselves in picturesque landscapes, a visit to Pirin National Park and the Srebrna Biosphere Reserve is highly recommended. These protected areas are renowned for their incredibly beautiful mountain lakes, reflecting sunlight and creating a fairy tale atmosphere, as well as for their rich diversity of migratory birds, notably colonies of white pelicans. The natural wealth of this region draws the attention of Western scientists and researchers who come here to study the unique ecosystems and observe rare species of birds and plants. On the Black Sea coast lies the legendary town of Nesebar, a tiny peninsula covering less than half a square kilometer. Yet it holds a wealth of history. These ancient ruins contain over 100 temples, most dating from the Byzantine period, as well as remnants of Roman fortifications and arches that testify to centuries of culture and art. All these monuments are situated so close to each other that it's easy to walk and immerse oneself in the eras of antiquity, the Middle Ages, and Byzantine times. UNESCO World Heritage Sites are not just monuments. They are true time capsules capturing artistic achievements, religious beliefs, and natural splendor. Each one preserves evidence of great art, spiritual faith, and natural power, allowing every visitor to feel the grandeur of history. Another important aspect of Bulgarian culture is care for pets. The country takes exceptional care of our lesser brothers, which seems remarkable compared to the usual practices in other countries. Snowless peaks and the rhythms of folk dance choirs create a special atmosphere, and the fact that pets in Bulgaria are provided with medical insurance similar to that of humans is one of the most surprising and pleasant discoveries for tourists and locals alike. Although this idea has gained popularity only in the past decade, at least 5 major insurance companies, such as Bullstrat, DZE, and BNP Paribas Insurance, are already operating in the Bulgarian market, offering a range of insurance programs, from basic to premium. Some of these include coverage for psychological assistance for animals experiencing stress, depression, or trauma caused by changing owners. Part 10 of 12. An emergency hotline is available for urgent cases, where you can receive consultation and assistance even at 3 o'clock in the morning. Insured pets are entitled to free annual veterinary checkups, 24/7 consultations, and discounts at pet-friendly cafes and hotels. These services are accessible to owners through convenient mobile applications that allow scheduling appointments, viewing vaccination records, or earning loyalty points. Equally important is the option to enroll in international insurance programs that are valid during travel and cover such risks. For example, lukanka is a spicy and aromatic sausage that often appears on tables in Bulgaria. Equally well known is banitsa, a layered pastry with serene cheese, served both for breakfast and during festive feasts. An integral part of the traditional menu is lutenitsa, a spicy sweet paste made from tomatoes and peppers, perfectly complementing bread and appetizers. And of course, no holiday or everyday feast is complete without a shot of rakia, a strong fruit brandy that is a source of national pride. When paired with rich red wines produced around the city of Plovdiv, this creates a unique palette of flavors that allows one to fully experience the richness and authenticity of Bulgarian culinary culture. For Bulgarians, food is not just a way to satisfy hunger, but a vital part of their way of life, a means of expressing culture and traditions, a source of joy and social connection. Now let's move to Bulgaria, a country that is one of the most accessible and affordable options for economical travel in Europe. Here in the very heart of the European continent, there is an opportunity to live comfortably without overpaying for the usual level of comfort. In the capital city, Sofia, monthly expenses per person typically range from $1,000 to $1,200. This is approximately 40 to 50% less than in countries like the United States or Western European nations, making Bulgaria especially attractive for those seeking a reasonable balance of quality and cost. Renting a one-room apartment in the center of Sofia usually costs between $450 and $600. Dear viewers, today we want to share with you interesting information that will undoubtedly surprise each of you. Imagine that in this video, you will learn about 15 incredible facts about Bulgaria, a country renowned for its rich history, unique culture, and breathtaking nature. We hope this brief journey into the world of Bulgarian traditions and characteristics will be engaging and informative for you. If you enjoy what we share, we will be very grateful for your attention and support. Your feedback and comments are very important to us as they help us create even more interesting and engaging episodes. Please write in the comments which country you would like to see in our future programs. This will help us understand what interests you most and assist in preparing new exciting content. Now, a little about what awaits you. We have prepared 15 amazing facts about Bulgaria, a country that can undoubtedly surprise even the most seasoned traveler. Each of these discoveries reveals the unique aspects of the Bulgarian people, their rich culture, historical monuments, and natural beauty. This video serves as a kind of guide to one of the most interesting and unique countries in Eastern Europe, a country renowned for its hospitality, delicious cuisine, and fascinating traditions. We hope you will learn something new and feel inspired to embark on your own journeys or simply broaden your horizons. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and we look forward to seeing you again in future episodes. Your support and interest are the most valuable to us, and they motivate us to continue creating more engaging and educational content for you. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos that will appear on the screen, as they will feature even more interesting facts and stories. We are confident you will enjoy them and that they will help you discover new horizons. Don't forget to leave your comments and share your thoughts on what you'd like to see in future episodes. Once again, thank you for your attention and support. Until next time, and may your curiosity always lead you to new knowledge and discoveries.